Hello, lovely listeners, and good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, everyone. Um, Today's talk is about your on and off switch, wherever your on and off valve. And it took a little while for us to figure this out because we're like, oh, brain's over here, then it got quiet. And then our brain was over there, then it got quiet. It was
Yeah.
like it got turned on to one thing and then it shut off. That's kind of how I was recognizing. Um, I even was asking energies all around yourself, what was going on. Well, it comes down to a lot of people are struggling with, um, for one, changes. Maybe changes are coming too fast, or changes are coming in so subtle that you don't recognize them. But you're trying to say, either turn something on, you're trying to turn on your intuition, or you're trying to turn on that sense of knowing, um, turn on your enhancements. This is just kind of weird. Um, but being more present in the moment, like, okay, what's going on? And being more curious. And then you have the other side that just wants to turn off and just sit. And I don't know. I don't know where my brain went. Uh, what? And it's like I keep going back and forth. Um, but all these things know, oh, okay. Know that no matter which side that you are on at that moment, there are things working in your favor. There are things moving and shifting on a subconscious level that you had no idea that's even going on. So you just being here, showing up, is giving you permission to allow yourself to move forward. So I'm hearing congratulations. Um, so that extra work, certain days that you put in with manifesting, um, or seeing the good stuff of the earth. And then all of a sudden you're like, man, but then there's this stuff over here. They're like, understand the more good things people are thinking about lately. So it's happening. Just know that that part feels slow, but it's working. That's good. That's the on switch that people the on switch they're looking for is the quick, let's get in the car, let's go somewhere, let's do this, like the physical, like jumping into something. And they actually want to shut the off switch on that. Say, okay. When you're on the on, it's more you can start noticing those subtle things. You start noticing the positive things around you. You start noticing that your thoughts are creating reality. Um, you find that this stillness within. Uh, but what I'm hearing is a lot of people really struggle to even recognize this stillness or this um, on button that we talk about. They're like, people are struggling. So I got pulled to looking up some just tips for you to help your brain do that on off switch. Obviously, we know.
I think that's the thing is there's an on off that we have a lot more say over the on off than I think we realize. So let's
Yeah,
just say something is happening. I'm getting very upset about something and I don't even necessarily know why. Because I've had that happen. And when I mean upset, it's just like disturbed, like so all of a sudden, like very worried or very anxious or very fearful. And like there's almost like a rumbling inside of me. Like I have no idea where it's coming from. We actually do have the capacity to flip a switch in our brain and shut that off.
yeah. Yep.
But it's kind of like we forgot. It's kind of like we would go on and off at a whim based on what was going on, right?
Yeah. Yes. Ah. So, as we all know, meditation, that's going to come up for this.
Yeah.
And then people are like, I can't meditate. My body doesn't let me. I burns all over. Okay, well then that's fine. Um, Magnesium, you probably heard of magnesium. It's primarily, we're going to give you tools, we're going to give you supplements or ideas that are going to help stimulate GABA. GABA is a neurotransmitter in your brain that when that's turned on, you're actually turned on. So GABA is like one of the best things that you can look into to help just relax the brain, but also bring focus and bring your awareness to what's really important for you versus what you think the world or the other person around you really thinks or feels that they need. So
Yeah.
it brings you back to center. So anything to do with GABA. So it's magnesium, vitamin B6, glutamine, theanine, yeah,
Spell,
berries,
spell GABA.
GAB as in boy, A.
So it's 1B, GABA. GABA. Yeah, there's definitely something very important about this on-off switch. What are we getting turned on to, and what do we need to shut off to consciously?
Oh,
Yeah, we know there's a lot of energy moving around this one when there's yawning, right? That's very cool.
and once you've taken your body, your cells remember everything that you have ever taken in. So this is the beauty. So if I think of GABA, I have taken this stuff in the past. If I think of that, my body actually can remember the feeling of it. And it can evoke a little bit of a like, see, I'm still here. Yep. And it feels like a good response. But if you've never taken something and you haven't experienced something, there's not can't put a judgment towards it. You can't put a feeling towards it if you actually have never experienced it. That doesn't mean you need to experience pain, just saying. Well, it's more, well, when you, when you can actually say, yes, that I felt that go into my body, your body remembers it. Cell memory. It's very beautiful. So if you don't have that in your hand right now and you need that switch, the right switch to turn on, you want to turn on the switch, turn on calmness, I want you to just think of that supplement you took or think of GABA, okay? And just let your brain think of GABA. If you need to look it up under the internet search or something, look up GABA. Look at a picture of it. And just sit with it once. And just notice when you think of GABA, your body actually starts to relax on its own. When you're with it, you're not thinking of anything else. You're just saying GABA, 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 GABA. Like keep repeating the word over and over. Pull up a picture of a supplement that has GABA and just think of GABA, GABA, and actually see how your body can start coming down right away.
Yep. And even the smallest, slightest little experience is enough. It's not like it doesn't have to be a big dramatic thing. It could be for someone, but it doesn't have to be. It could be very, very small. Yeah. On off switch. Conscious on off switch.
Yes.
Fascinating. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, and it's going into the weekend, so play with GABA throughout the weekend. Yeah, that's fun. All right. Okay, until next time.